Islam, and good morning, Dwayne. Islam, how you doing? I'm well. Dwayne Beye. I'm well. It is January is it the 27th or the 28th, Imani? Imani, the 27th. Okay, it's January 27th. That's right. Yesterday was 26th. Imani is still lying down. I'm torturing him because I tell him not to stay up late. He gets off work late on Saturdays, but I encourage him to try to go to stay up just for a little while and then go to bed, so he can get his rest in. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I read your tweets. I haven't listened to the podcast yet, but I read your tweet about introduction to alchemy. I'm going to write the information down. And also there was another book or information you gave about natural herbs. I'm writing the information down. I don't want you to think, Dwayne, that this stuff is just going, you just posting it and then it's just going in and out, in and out. You know, I've been yearning to know natural herbs for a while. So I'm going to definitely write the information down, and eventually I might be able to purchase it. So also, let's see, I'm about to exercise. Only did like maybe 3 minutes of breathing in one nose out the other. I had coffee. I'm about to work on the treadmill, and that's pretty much it. Let's see, I'm at 1 minute 43 seconds. This morning, I plan to upload. I'm going to send you an email of some of the videos of my readings, and Imani readings. Imani read as well, and what we studied. Last night, this past weekend, I slept pretty well, except for I noticed on Saturday morning I had dreams about Burger King. Looks like employees. So Saturday morning I had a dream. It looked like employees, like in the dream definitely seemed like this is definitely spiritual, like manipulated. It looked like employees from Burger King just forced engaging in my dream. It was so weird. I've had this type of dream before on Saturday mornings. And then this morning I had a dream. This is Sunday morning. This was yesterday. So yesterday I just told you about that. And then Sunday morning, which is this morning, I had a dream that I was at Burger King, and a guy asked me to pour him some coffee. I poured coffee in a paper bag, and then I went to go make the coffee, and Janelle, the owner, and her son CJ was there, and he was speaking something odd. I don't remember what it was, but this is in the dream. And then as I was cleaning out, I cleaned out the pot to make fresh coffee, and then I was making fresh coffee, and then I was pouring the coffee in a cup, and a filthy mouse came out with the coffee. I thought that was odd. And then I woke up, and so I got up, got dressed. Okay, now this is out the dream. I woke up. I'm here in American Student Stay. I put on a shirt, brushed my teeth, went to go get a cup of coffee, and it was so odd because I saw this pale-skinned guy. He was just staring at the coffee because at American Student Stay in the lobby, there are 3 containers there's one container for dark coffee, then light coffee, and then hot water. They have it out every morning. And so I used to get my coffee from American Extended Stay in the morning. So I went to get the coffee, and the guy was just staring. It looked like he was just staring at the coffee container, and then he walked outside. For a moment he just staring at the coffee container, and then he walked outside. This pale skinned guy. I thought that was interesting because I just had the dream about the coffee, and that filthy mouse came out of the container with the coffee. Then another thing I was thinking about, this was odd as well. Last night or this morning, I was dreaming. Not dreaming. I don't know if you remember, but I might have sent you this email. I think I did earlier this past year. This guy came into Burger King with an MIL license plate. I told you I didn't know what the MIL stood for. And then I looked online, and according to the website, said it's Navy. It's a Navy license plate. Well, what I was thinking about before that what I was thinking about was, and what made me think about it, because outside the room here, someone said the number 1 in a weird voice, a male, 1, like that, or something like that. And I thought about how when I first started working at Burger King in 2016 of June and summer 2017, there was this pale-skinned female that would come into Burger King and sit at the regular table, and she would have the United States flag on each side of her truck, and her license plate said Navy, NAVY1. And then she would come in almost every day with the regulars, mostly looked to be on the Negro black status, sit at the table, the regular table, and for hours. And then in some mornings I would notice that some of the regulars, this specific one that still comes into Burger King today, one time I noticed that he had got out her car, and they call him sometimes Charlie. I'm not, he has exhibited very odd behavior sometimes. So he would get out her car early in the morning. I don't know if they were riding together, but I had been outside and they would get out the same car or the truck. So, and it said Navy 1. And I thought about that. I was like, gosh, because after I heard the voice outside the room at American Extended Stay, around and outside the room say 1, I was thinking about how for a while that pale skin lady would come with the guy that I've heard people say Charlie, and he respond to that name, and with her license plate saying Navy 1. I don't know. And then I thought about also, and as I was thinking about that, I started to feel a sharp, dull pain in my shoulder, and then it seemed to cease. Then I thought about Abasse, how this other male, this is a black male. Now Charlie, the guy that responded to the name Charlie, just recently, maybe 3 weeks ago, 2.5 or 3 weeks ago, he was like, and I noticed he still tried to ease in the word babe or baby when he speaks to me, because he still comes into Burger King quite often, like almost, I would say almost every day, and sit for hours. So I think one morning he was like, he said, he called me baby again, and I said, sir, can you please not call me baby? He looked at me, he said, why do you get upset when I call you baby and other people don't, you don't get upset when they call you baby? I said, sir, you're the only one that have cursed at me since you've been here. You come in here almost every day. You cursed at me since these few years. You still come in here almost every day. You sit for hours. You told the manager Janelle for me not to touch your hand, just hand things on the counter. That's why I try to keep it professional with you completely, because I don't, you know. And then he just got upset and walked away. So anyway, that was in the week of what was it? Earlier this, I would say January, around January the 1st, January the 2nd. So anyway, then I thought about this guy who came into Burger King, Dwayne. He was driving, getting back to the original story, he was driving this car that had MIL, and I never knew. I saw MIL on the license plates, but I didn't know what MIL stood for. So what made me look it up was this experience that I experienced. He came into Burger King, a black male, looked over 50 years old. He ordered a bacon, egg, cheese croissant. I got the bacon, egg, cheese croissant, put in the bag. I think it was 2 of them. He ordered the 2 for $4 deal, if I remember correct. I got to check and make sure, or the bacon, egg, cheese meal. But he brought it. He went outside. He brought it back. He said, "This is flat. This is flat." I said, "Okay, I'll get you another one." So I got him another one. Once again, he went outside, or not far, came back and said, "This one's flat too." I said, "Okay." So I told the manager, which is a black male under that status, possibly, I don't know if he claimed a nationality, African American, Thomas. He went in the kitchen and made him a bacon, egg, cheese croissant. Because the guy didn't just say this is flat. He was also upset about it. He was fussing about the sandwich. So after I told the manager, I walked away down towards the what they call the specialty coffee machine, and I started making frowns and doing other things because I wanted to keep my distance from him, at least 10 feet away from him. The guy actually walked 10 feet approximately down to me, stood in front of me, and in a deep low voice he looked at me, looked down and said, "Do you have anything I can get for free?" I walked away. I looked up and then I walked away. Later, so the third sandwich Thomas gave to him, he didn't bring it back. I told Thomas and James about what he did, and because I never heard of a customer saying a bacon, egg, cheese croissant being flat, because you get 3 slices of bacon, egg, and cheese. You know, the bacon is not like sausage, it's just 3 slices of bacon. So I never heard of that, saying a bacon, egg, cheese croissant being flat. But, you know, still he's the customer, and if he says it's flat, we try to please the customer. But when he walked down and stood in front of me and said that, I thought it was odd. So I told Thomas and James about that, and I said, I don't know if he's all right mentally, or what's wrong with him, but that's what happened. And then after he did that, when he drove off, I looked at his license plate. I think it was MIL something 5, something number 5. I don't remember exactly all 4 numbers, but I documented because of the situation I had before of a stalker stalking me while I was walking to work early in the morning to earn money at Burger King, as I correct my status as a Moorish American. So that's it. So those are the thoughts I had this morning. But otherwise, I slept pretty well, and now I'm about to go exercise. I want to just say good morning to you. I know that's a lot, but that's what I experienced. So I'm going to listen to your podcast, Dwayne Byfield Bey. I'll talk to you later. I know I'm not looking cute, but I just woke up, and I'm about to go and release some of these toxins. It's January 27th, we're in the 2019. And usually, if you notice, Dwayne, my right here is very dry. My lips are dry. That's because I brushed my teeth with baking soda. And yeah, baking soda. So yeah, that's why I was like, gosh, I wonder why my lips are so dry. But that's why. Anyway, and I'm gonna work on my locks today. I'm gonna try to beautify myself. Talk to you later.